The Raven was written by Edgar Allan Poe and made its debut in 1845. An overall summary about the narrative poem is that an unknown narrator mourns the loss of his great love Lenore and is visited by a raven who insistently repeats one word, nevermore. This eventually makes the narrator simply give up. In the work, grief, loss, and the spiral into madness that befalls the human mind are among some of the themes explored. The Raven is now Poe's most well-known and enduring pieces due to its striking imagery, lyrical language, and eerie mood.
Edgar Allan Poe was an American poet, writer, critic, and editor of the 19th century. He was best known for his short stories poems that captured readers worldwide. In his stories, he used an overload of imagery. This allowed his tales of mystery and horror to give life to the modern detective story. Many of his works became classics, just like The Raven.
For symbolism, there is the chamber door, which represents the mind of the narrator, and the raven knocks on this chamber door as if knocking upon the mind of the narrator himself, making him go mad. Another example of symbolism is the bust of Pallas, which represents the goddess of wisdom, and the raven perches upon the bust of Pallas, which shows that the narrator is going mad as well. The raven in this story is an ominous symbol, and in many cultures, it is also an ominous symbol. The structure of the poem is that each stanza is 6 lines long. Lines 2, 4, 5, and 6 vary stanza and in an or and rhyme. The rhyme scheme is A B C B B B, and there is examples of internal rhyme throughout the poem.
Edgar Allan Poe's main theme in The Raven is loss. We are able to experience loss and the theme of loss through our speaker, and his loss is his beloved Lenore. He continuously talks to this raven, and that only replies nevermore. In the poem overall, we are able to explore the actions of someone who has lost their love and what kind of torment that can be without the speaker's beloved. Why should you read The Raven? Poe's imagery is extremely vivid, and one of the famous quotes is Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. This is able to paint a picture within our minds as we read the poem. The Raven itself is extremely intriguing. It repeats nevermore, nevermore, bringing the reader in and more, wanting to read. Also, The Raven is part of Gothic literature. Edgar Allan Poe has influenced many of authors who have written in the Gothic genre. Also, the emotions that Poe executes is grief and loss is extremely well done. We are able to know that what madness and grief can cause you.